Hey, Kinich! You're waiting for
Traveler?
me.
Paimon?
Oh, I guess we're getting right down to business. Let's get down to business. Ahem. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Yu, and we're gonna be continuing Kinich's story quest and finishing it completely. I don't know how much time it's gonna take now, because we know what's happening, and we just have to finish it, right? Maybe I'll just combine this with the previous episode if this one's gonna be short, but we'll see how it goes. What you got for me, Kinich?
Kinich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
Hey there, nice to see you again.
I'll get straight to the point.
Yep.
I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Shit happens, you know.
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
We are not trying to rob you from your business, okay? We're just trying to help.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you.
Mm-hmm.
His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
Yikes. First of all, love the attitude. I love his attitude so much. Just this little chill. It's cool. I love that so much. And second, again, love the forthcomingness. Is that even a word? Forthcomingness. Never mind. I love him being forthcoming with us, right? I love straight people. I love straight people. Don't get that out of context. I love people in general. I love when people are straight with me. I love just them telling the truth, how it is. So him just getting straight to the point. Maybe some small talk wouldn't be so bad, you know, but still, I don't like the bullshit stuff. So I really like him just being straight and honest. Really like that about him. I really appreciate that about him. And it makes me want to cherish him as a friend. Like, I have trust in him. Oh, okay. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all. Not surprising. It is unfortunate that, you know, some people are willing to disregard the honor and memory, because this is a very sacred creature that's been living for so long. Like, to have it gone, it would be tremendous. Even though it's, like, causing this mayhem. I'm sure there's a way to, you know, low-key save it from the abyss. Low-key. But also, like, completely getting rid of the abyss from it would likely cause it to just die. Huh. So that's not exactly a solution. And again, okay. The fact that this creature is a world boss and it's gonna be staying there hibernating, we know the outcome of this already. We know that it's not gonna die. That we're gonna low-key save it. We're not gonna cleanse the abyss from it. It's still gonna stay the same. It's gonna maintain the status quo. Which isn't half bad. At least it's not getting worse. You know? Probably. So, yeah. That's just how the game works. You know, we cannot work around that. So it's just something that I came to understand and be able to read the game's writing through these technicalities, you know?
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire night ever?
I wonder how he plans to kill it. Like, to just straight up slaughter it, or to cleanse the abyss from it and it'll die of old age? I don't know.
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
Okay, not any of the choices I just named.
To the Night Kingdom? You mean...
To his death.
Damn.
Whoa, are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like that. It could get you in trouble.
Paimon, I'm sure that this guy that gets straight to the point knows what he's talking about, okay? This guy is a professional. If he says something like this, he sure has a reason for it. Don't doubt this guy.
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently.
Nah, well, for Paimon maybe.
There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of this ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
Clearly a more gentle approach.
But that's ridiculous. He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory.
Which is low-key disgusting. To talk about something so sacred, so, you know, proudly, and then having these kinds of intentions. Low-key disgusting.
And that glory comes at a price.
Yeah. Oh?
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price.
Yeah.
Yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
Is it because of his companion, Nana?
Mm-hmm. She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
I see.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme.
How does he plan to kill him?
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible.
I would imagine so. It's been more than 500 years, I would assume.
That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries.
Yeah.
So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body,
Yep.
the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace.
Yeah, so this is what I, said before.
In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance. To keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
But the abyssal power grows.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he
True.
did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
True.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I think we're a little out of our depth here. Yeah, this isn't our, tribe or culture to deal with, you know? This isn't our choice to make, to be fair.
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now.
Fair
But would you
enough.
have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad?
Sure. Alright. You got it.
I'd like to make a deal with you.
Oh. Interesting. I thought Kinich's deal meant his deal with Enjou. And maybe there still was some kind of deal. And a prize. Again, I'm still so intrigued by that.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later.
Alright.
Good. See you soon.
See ya. Kinich's deal started. Alright. Let's see. Really curious.
Mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was, pretty good, yeah.
Paimon. Paimon, please. You're acting up a little.
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you.
So Chief is right there with you.
There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name. But they're just stuck in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, Kinich doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So, now, it's time for us to discuss the finer details of the ceremony.
I don't know if it's the fact that he doesn't want to do it, but maybe he just wants the bag, you know?
We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King.
How does that work?
It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. I love how windy it is here. You can see the wind. Love that.
Asleep, huh?
Yeah. Well. You got it.
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seemed to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat for many years to come.
So he just said it. he just said it straight up. Straight up, not even hiding it.
Traveler?
Yeah, Paimon. Got it. Anything else we need to know?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself.
What can I say? I've done my own fair share of cleansing.
That's all you really need to know? The ceremony's in 3 days. I'll come and fetch you when we're ready. In the meantime, feel free to take a look around our settlement. It would mean a lot to the elders if you got to know some of our people.
Done that by now in the previous episode.
And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that would be even better.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
True, you gotta pay the price.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve. I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Love the design on this woman.
Seems like Kinich was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
Hey, Wina.
Huh, you're here.
What's up?
Kinich, Elder Trinidad said that...
Shh, Paimon. Don't spill the beans so quickly.
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Maybe just on Paimon's face. Although maybe on mine as well. Maybe my face is just like, yeah, you were right. Yeah.
Is that the Traveler and Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
That's good. It's cool. When I'm here, like, in the open world, just chilling, you never do. So, I'm used to it.
Hello,
Never
Chief
does.
Wyna.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat.
You invited him. It's our pleasure. Okay. So obviously Wyna also knows about it.
I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly,
Like that?
I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night.
Alright.
However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety.
Got you.
Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes. From
Yeah.
Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage,
Yeah.
the source of our pride and the center of our faith.
But also, I can understand the other guys, the dad's perspective as well, low-key. Is it worth preserving this history if every attempt to do so, every time we do it, we lose something precious to us? Like, the other time his Saurian died, but this is like the only time we heard about that happening. We know that there's been more, but what happened exactly? Did more Saurians die from the king's hands? Or did humans die? Like, if doing this ritual, doing this ceremony brings death to creatures every time, be it humans or Saurians, is it really worth keeping that around, you know? Maybe it's worth to just stay as a story and not as a living creature somewhere that people can't even really come and visit, you know? Like, that is a tough decision.
To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom.
Yeah, so, again, by now, I understand that the Night Kingdom is practically like an afterlife. Like a ley line system. Where, ley lines keep the memories, and so keep the spirits of the people that died. And the Night Kingdom is basically the same. It's like an afterlife where all the memories preserved and the spirits. I understand.
Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake.
Again, he's the chief, he gets to make the decision. I'm just saying, like, he knows better than anyone how many sacrifices there have been, and there probably will be, when dealing with the king, the Mountain King. So he thinks that this is the decision they must make. What can I do? This isn't really my place to, interfere.
My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration.
Is there no solution that would satisfy both sides? To have, the Mountain King alive, sound asleep, and not have any more sacrifices?
Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter.
Okay, so the options I have. I'm inclined to honor your request. I'm inclined to honor my agreement with Trinidad. I need some time to mull this over. Paimon, let's sneak off to some other tribe tonight. I low-key want to pick that. I low-key want to. But again, I described my opinion on this matter. Like, I can understand both sides. I do not know how much the Mountain King's death will influence them in terms of the spirit-wise. Like, how much is this big guy being sound asleep, hibernating in some sort of cave, canyon, infecting their lives? They don't even see it often. Do they even talk about it being there? Like, are they proud of the fact that this creature is still alive and well, still to this day? If so, then I can understand it, yes. I was also saying, like, it's so impressive that this big guy is still alive, right? So I understand the sentiment of having that spirit because of him just being alive. So I would not dare to kill it, like, at all. But also, it sounds unreasonable to keep ancient history around just for the sake of the spirits and have people sacrifice their lives for it. But again, that's just me under the assumption that people have died trying to cleanse the abyss there. We don't know that. We only know that, oh, a Saurian died. If it's like a Saurian died, one Saurian died, like one more Saurian died. I mean, it's still a tragedy, but it would be hypocritical of me. I feel like it would, because yeah, it's like I'm trying to value human life more than the Saurians, which is not fair. Like, again, it's not my place to make a decision, right? Basically, the situation would be like, the people are fighting for their spirit and having some casualties in other species. So it's not my decision to say, oh, what you guys are doing is right or wrong. It's not my place to say it. They need to be the ones to make a decision. Do they want to be sacrificing, like, these companions that they have just to preserve their spirits and history? And history-wise, it won't go away. It will still be here no matter what. The stories will be here. People will remember. It's just there will not be a living proof of it. No more. So, again, yeah, it's barely my place to decide anything. My stance is that I would be willing to, you know, preserve the history and save the guy, if that means that no more casualties will be, you know, borne by people. Can I just pick I'll just pick that, because it's funny.
Running away won't solve anything. You just need some time to think this through, that's all. Don't worry. We'll come up with something if we put our heads together.
Do you see this? Do you see how supporting Paimon is? Sure, she can be bratty. Sure, she can be stupid. But look at this. She's so supportive of us. How could you not like her? Well, stupid question, I'm sorry. I know how you can hate her. So, it's fine if you do. I don't.
Thank you both. There are still 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope they will bring you clarity.
Yeah, again, I picked that option just for the memes. If I were sincere and, like, serious, I would have picked, like, the first one. Because I am more on the Chief's side. I don't want to kill the big guy. I just want to ensure that everyone is safe and doesn't have to risk their lives, you know?
So, Kinich, earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
What's the matter? Walk with me, talk with me.
That works too. Paimon needs to get some air after this. Are you running away?
Man, I love the glow. I love it so much.
Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid.
This is fair. Are you saying you have a plan?
I'm working on it.
I see. I am glad to hear it.
Really? Well, come on then, let's hear it.
Maybe we can help somehow?
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to talk about a How. He's completely unhinged.
That's a point. Where is he today?
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
And who might that be? What price did you pay?
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a How, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Curious. Does Enjou have anything to do with it? I don't think so. I think the Mountain King problem is a separate one from Enjou.
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on.
Ah. He wants to use Enjou to resolve this situation. I'm listening.
I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space.
Oh.
I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts.
Yeah.
There are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from.
You've been inside. Okay. We have been jumping some strange rifts in Fontaine. I don't know if those were exactly beastly rifts, but we've been in similar spaces before.
So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
Okay. A pocket space.
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
I'm also thinking. I'm thinking. He's being corrupted by the abyss, and the abyss level grows over time. And the more abyss and the more corruption he has, the frenzier he gets. So if we put him in that space, he wouldn't exactly pose a threat to the tribe, but wouldn't that mean that he would be more and more consumed by the abyss until he's completely consumed? And it does something to him? This is also quite a worry. What's the point of him living if he's just gonna get completely corrupted by the abyss, maybe turned into an abyssal creature, and maybe even escape from there, you know? It's like it sounds like a dangerous endeavor if he is left unattended, you know? That's just me thinking aloud, you know? That's like the first concern that came to mind with this plan.
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse.
That's what I just said.
Still, we desperately need something like this, even
Look
just
at this
as
shot.
a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming.
I see. This is interesting, right? A tribal tradition, something connected to the history, like the very core of the history of your tribe, causing such conflict within the tribe. This is very, very interesting.
The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Understandable.
I can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yeah. Look at the Saurian, by the way, like in the net. Just chilling. This is so cool.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future.
Both are reasonable, right? Both are.
And he has every right to take that view.
Yeah.
It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it?
That's what I was saying. That was my stance. Like, exactly.
No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
Absolutely.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. How do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
We can provoke them. Right. Right. Remember? In the Narcissenkreuz questline, Jacob was able to, like, draw some circles on the floor, right? Draw some mumbo jumbo and just, like, trigger the hounds to appear. Although, no. He did something else, and hounds appearing was just a byproduct of it. It was like a side effect.
I think I know a way.
Are you really gonna do this?
You have any better ideas?
Fair point.
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well.
Yeah. Like, every single option we have has its risks. Every single one. And just the idea of, you know, that beast being in the rift, all by itself, continuously being contaminated by the Abyss is a terrifying thought. It's terrifying.
After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly.
I see. Yeah, That's why in the Archon quest he said, "My ancient name is Turnfire. I have to weigh the costs." I didn't really understand that concept when he said it then. Like, what does Turnfire have to do with, like, weighing the two options? And which one is better? But with this context, I understand.
The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
All right. So what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal power.
All I need you to do is keep people away from me.
Fair enough.
I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame bearer.
Uh-huh.
I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them.
Fucked up, messed up, but understandable. Understandable why people are upset with him.
If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
What price?
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say.
Enjou? Okay. Is that Enjou's gonna be his bargaining chip? Like, if that's the case, that's funny. Okay, but how do we keep people away?
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new flame bearer.
I see.
That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift.
Fascinating, okay. It's not gonna get rid of all the people, because it's not just people that are trying to beg you to join, but also the haters. They just hate your guts because you're so arrogant.
Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Arrogant in their eyes.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous.
Sure is.
And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side.
And you're willing to take that. Respectable.
The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me.
So it's like, I'm willing to... Oh my god. He's weighing the outcomes. He sees the situation in which the tribe's people are united, and him being exiled from the tribe is the best solution. Well, maybe not the best one, but not the worst one. And he's like, if that happens, I am willing to take that. If there's a risk of that happening, ain't a risk to me. Either way, sounds like there's no more in this for you.
Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
We can give it a try.
For sure. And who knows? Maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Hopefully. And, well, again, given the technicalities of the game, I'm sure that the big guy is gonna stay in the overworld. He's not gonna be in the abyss, because we still need to fight him. Or, at least, we need the chance to fight him, you know? And it's not like they are gonna move the arena of the boss to the, abyssal realm. Would they? That would be sick if they did. Holy shit.
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can.
I see.
I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new flame bearer.
Makes sense. You got it. You got it, boss.
Good luck to us both.
Good luck to us both. Okay. Flame Bearer. Again, given the technicalities of the game, I am pretty sure Kinich's plan is not going to work. But we're still gonna resolve this issue. The question is how. How can we find a solution that can satisfy all sides?
I'm not the friend to come.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribespeople and take some heat off of Kinich's back.
That is the question. Hey, there's the kiddos.
Hoonie, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people, and look what happened to Nana.
But it wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is sick, that's all. He's been hurt by the Abyss.
That's true, but the fact remains that he's now a threat to all of us.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick? If you don't take back what you just said, I don't know if we can carry on being friends.
Damn. Funny how that whole conversation between the two children is basically the summarized version of the conflict in the tribe. That's it. It's these two bickering. That's the whole thing.
Toba, Huni, what's wrong?
Hooney's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
Hey, now, let's not fight. Aren't you best friends?
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Damn! Slashing her with her own words. Actually, that's kind of... That's low-key what Danganronpa does. Never mind.
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward.
Damn. And just like that, the great friendship was over. And just like that, the great friendship was over. And the tribe was separated. The tribe was split into two.
As of today, our friendship is over. There's no going back. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire night. He's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for good.
What? Really?
Of course! I'm an expert at this stuff. Okay. Not us just lying to the kids and saying, oh, don't worry, we're gonna, fix the issue, and he's gonna be cured, and he's gonna be fine, and he's gonna be, like... I feel bad just saying this to the kids.
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kinich.
Wait, speaking of Kinich, where even is that guy?
In my party. That's why I can climb so well. That's why I can climb so well. Because I can use him. I have him.
Oh yeah, good question. Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore? We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece of his mind.
No, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bad first impression.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All I said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight.
Excuses. Just, you can take the blame and atone for your sins. You two clearly care about each other. The Mountain King can't change that.
Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians with you. Alright. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kinich.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Toba. I'm
Wow.
sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King.
She basically said, it's not because of you, Toba, it's because of them. I'm gonna say sorry. And she said it genuinely, but that excuse, it's not a good look.
Dad just really misses Nana. And I was really upset that she's gone, too.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice
Good.
of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kinich, and for Nana. I'm sorry too, Huni.
And for Nana.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again. Guess so. Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else, and not you. I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for Turnfire Night. Let's play again some other time.
And I wish it was that easy to resolve the conflict in the tribe.
See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
Maybe it is that easy. Hold on.
Okay. I'll head home as well then. See you next time.
I like you, Toba. You said K. I like you. You're my gang.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as strong as it was before.
You could just hear how the audio cut out between her just saying "ah" and continuing the speech. Times really are changing.
Let's just hope we can solve this once and for all. Come on, let's move on.
Yeah, this really needs resolving.
Huh? What's going on over there? Let's take a look.
Oh. It's like them blessing the fire before the ceremony or whatever.
Hey there, what's happening here?
The guy is out of rhythm. Oh, also, by the way, look at the model on the right. Look at the guy. Damn.
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
There's a whole dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too.
I want to see that. Also, by the way, shout out to someone on Twitter. I don't remember who. They basically posted something about a traditional dance. They said like that Hoyoverse will miss the opportunity if they don't make a character that's like has a dress and does a dance, like a fire dance when the edges of the dress are on fire and are circling around during the dance. They've shown some pictures of that dance, and I'm like, holy crap! They're right! I would love to see that dance like for myself, not in the game, but just in general in real life. That would be sick! The dress is on fire, and you dance with the dress that's on fire? Bro! I'm kind of like... I wish we saw something like this from Hoyoverse, you know? Be it in the game, like a character that does this, a dance with a dress on fire, or during one of those like live symphony performances, right? Just to have the dance. They've done the dances before in Fontaine, especially when they did some live performance. Actually, no, it was like more of a. It wasn't live. It was just live footage, where there were a lot of people playing the instruments and some dancers as well. If they like make a video of a natlan soundtrack with a woman dancing with the dress on fire, bro, can you imagine? Oh, I wish.
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, is it like dangerous?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony.
I mean, I can understand that, but how would other people know that you guys have an emergency, you know?
This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person.
Now you have.
What? Oh, it's you? man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise.
Tiago.
It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flamebearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I had something like this happen at TwitchCon to me. This year I was at TwitchCon in Europe, and it was my first time ever being at some kind of convention, like at all. Like first time. I had no idea what to do. I had like no idea how these things are arranged or anything. Because of that, I missed out on meet and greets and the schedule practically. Because it was like in an app that I didn't know it really existed. And when I found out about that, it was too late. Everything was reserved already. So, womp womp. But I did not know the names of the people that would be there. Of like the famous faces, you know? So I had no idea who I would be able to meet and who I missed out on. Until I actually got to see, you know, the app. And I'm like, oh, there's so many faces. I didn't even see everyone. And like, I saw a couple of names that I could recognize in the list. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to meet them anyway, so I'll just go. And I was just simply wondering about, like, looking around the place, trying to find some stuff to do, you know? It was my first time after all, so everything was new to me. I was curious about everything. And I got so lucky that just me being in the... that just me walking by, looking into my phone, and just look to the left, and I see Sea-Dog VA. Connor just taking a selfie with someone in a hurry. He was in a hurry, rushing for some kind of event. He was about to do something, and he didn't even plan to, you know, meet some people, meet his fans, you know? He didn't have meet and greet at all. He was just doing some stuff. He was, like, participating in some games, events, but I don't think he, like, was meeting any fans. And I just saw him on his way, rushing to do something. He just took a selfie with a few guys, and I like stopped him and said, like, can I also have a selfie? And he's like, he was super chill about it. He was super chill. He's like, yeah, sure, but I am in a hurry, so can we, like, rush this? I respected him. I would love to talk to him, but I knew that he was in a hurry, so I made one picture and sent him on his way. I thanked him for it, and that was it. That was the whole interaction. He was super sweet. But damn, like, that would have been probably, like, the only time someone got to actually take a picture with him at that convention, because I don't think he was anywhere else where people would have been able to take a picture with him, you know? And it was just a random coincidence that I just caught him on his way to some kind of event. I was so lucky, and I'm so happy that I was able to take that one picture with him. Even though I don't look at my best there, I kind of look like shit, to be fair. But I look so happy, and you know, that's what it matters. That's just what matters. Like, this is my favorite picture out of all of them that I took at that convention. That just one. Completely unplanned, completely random, complete luck, and like, I cannot believe that happened to me, but I am so happy I got to meet Connor like that. Yeah, that is like my most prominent moment from that convention. I still, yeah, I'm still smiling like an idiot just thinking about that. Anyway, let's continue. That was just a small story about my first time being on a convention, which was incredible. I'd love to go one more time. I'd love to go more, but next time I'm thinking to go to a games convention, Gamescom, not a TwitchCon. Oh, I'll see. I'll think about it. Anyway.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this.
Yeah, he's not an outsider, obviously. There must be some other reason. Oh! Look at him. Look at him doing the dance. Oh, hell yeah.
Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies out to watch.
Okay. Humble brag. Not even a humble brag. You're just bragging. I mean, good for you. But hey, leave some good looks for the rest of us, huh, brother?
Oh, very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just not safe here anymore. One of our elders' Saurian companions even lost her life not long ago.
Okay, so again, they are saying... They're talking about that incident as if it's the worst that happened. Like, again, I'm sure that if a person died, these people will be saying like, did you hear that a person died? A person died from this, you know? I'm sure that that will be a much greater news around the tribe if that happened. Saurian is still a big deal, especially like a companion of the tribe's elder, right? It's a huge deal to them. But I feel like they will be talking more about a case if a person died. Because it's one of their kin. It makes sense.
The question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. They're probably too busy fighting about it amongst themselves.
Yeah, you're right about that.
The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get away for a little while. Go do some exploring.
That is fair. That is fair enough. And he's a dancer, right? He doesn't do... I don't know how significant the dance is to the ceremony. But if there's nothing practical about the dance, like if it doesn't help with the whole situation, then it's not like he has a full responsibility to, you know, do what he needs to do. He's like, if I'm there, if I'm not, it's not gonna make much of a difference. So, might as well, you know.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah. It's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, the only way is forwards. We take pride in that. I won't forget my roots.
Strange how he specifically said male. but okay. Fair enough, so what's your plan for the next step?
I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics Association. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic, and they'll make me a member.
Okay.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
It sounds familiar. I'm not sure if it's like the guy that we met that told us about our little Saurian situation, the Scoopy situation. I'm not sure if it's the same association, if it was relics or not. I can't remember exactly.
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age.
Again, I'm not sure. I think that's... I think that the guy that we met is from this association. Could be a different association, though.
Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
Oh.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
I see. Okay, more juicy info.
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then do you know how they met? It was deep
No.
inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
So what I'm getting is, Ahau signed a contract with Kinich that he will be his soaring companion, or I don't know what's, yeah, Ahau is like providing Kinich with his strength, and in exchange, if Kinich dies, Ahau gets to have his body. Hence why Ahau is always trying to kill Kinich. Double-edged sword. This is such a funny dynamic, isn't it? And also, the fact that Kinich can be reborn, Kinich died before, and Ahau was finessed because Kinich was brought back to life. This is... okay. This is funny, okay.
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kinich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff.
Yeah.
I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him.
Yep. I have no doubt in him whatsoever.
Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual.
Interesting. Still doesn't explain why, you know, Ahau is so pixelated. Because as I'm assuming, Kinich's abilities are mostly tied to Ahau's, which is why his abilities are so pixelated. That's what I'm guessing, I don't know.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use that as my entry ticket to the association.
But
But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. The best laid plans, huh? I'll just have to wait and see if things improve.
playing it safe, I see.
Or... you look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
Sure.
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable, right? The Traveler deals with monsters all the time. It's a piece of cake.
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
I mean, why not? Sure, you can think like that the association give you a test to see if you can actually do it yourself, but now you technically can do it, but also choosing not to, playing it safe. So I don't know.
Come on, it's no big deal. Compared to some of the things we've been roped into before, this is nothing.
I mean, to me, yeah, this is
Pyro Archon above. You two
A piece
have
of
hearts
cake.
of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head.
holy hell, Glazer. Damn. I don't think I've ever been glazed like that before. Pretty cool. I'll take that as a compliment. Again, this is also kind of like a 50-50 situation, because if I wanted more good for you, maybe it would be best to actually put you to go through these kinds of situations to, you know, improve yourself and prove your value, to just show how awesome you are, even though this has its risks. But You do realize in which tribe you live in, right? This place is all about getting risks, you know? So maybe it would have been better for me, for you, if I chose not to help you. But we don't care about that because we only care about our own image, so... so we're just gonna do our way.
Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the way.
Okay. What's up? He got jump scared. He just shit himself. What is this? Is it like a place for a fire? Looks like it. Oh. There's 3 of them. Oh, there's one. Hey, little guy. Come on. Ah! The landing? Hold on. Did you see that? No. Not that.
Is this really necessary?
Land? He has some kind of aura. Is this fire gonna be lit? I wonder. More precise, please. Okay, one direction. Oh. There's a dream catcher. Well.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Rift Hounds. Which is suspicious because this is what Kinich needs.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago. This could get dangerous. We'll take care of him.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your style.
Translation, I'm about to skedaddle. Alright.
Neutralize! Stop right there!
You guys have no idea what you're dealing with.
Locked up!
I am locked on. I'm locked in.
Shadow the past! Mind to command!
Mind to command.
Glory to which none can compare. Especially not when I'm in a bad mood.
Target acquired!
Especially not when I'm...
You must pay.
Well. 52k.
Drop your weapons!
Damn. Love that. Holy hell. Man, I love Kinich so much.
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place, or things could have gotten really hairy for him.
I don't like this setup. Where is he?
Hey, look! That's gotta
Okay.
be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural.
Mm-hmm. A person? They are like on the cliffs. There are waves. There's a wind. And a Saurian like a sun. It's a little on the small side.
True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling.
Doodling!
It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
True. Yeah, we are not lore masters. Hey, look at that! I unintentionally just recreated it. There we go. Kinich in the place of a human and the little dragon.
That's a wrap. Let's take it back
Low-key.
to Tiago.
I low-key wanna... That was a coincidence, but was still funny. Okay, Tiago, are you still alive?
Ch-
Oh.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and now I've got nothing to show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole it from me.
Ancient name scholar. Interesting.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Pyro Archon above, you two are superhumans.
I like that he like looks in the skies when he says it.
Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers, and they're tough as nails.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
Oh. Looks like we are quite famous.
Huh? You already know each other?
Not really.
I don't think so.
It's just that my reputation precedes me.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Aw. First of all, it's awesome. Second of all, I'm sure that he just said it exactly how Toba told him. He's like, he's crazy strong, super friendly. He's the fact that the adult says it that way is crazy.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Hell yeah.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously, if you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it out in no time.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
Uh-huh. That's important. We gotta get them back.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history.
First of all, why would they need to steal that? I mean, I guess... How would they know the value of that? If they don't even know what's written on it.
On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on accounts from different villages.
Wow.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
I mean, just from the description, it already seems quite incredible.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
I see. So he probably doesn't even need it.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him. Lost and listless. He's a shell of the man he was.
Okay, dude, you're not helping.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student. If only for Toba and Tiago's sake, please help me, I beg of you.
Bro, I'm ready to help for your sake, my man. If this is so important to you, how can I refuse? Like, how can I possibly?
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, Your luck's about to change, big time.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you.
We got this.
Hey! You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
Bro looks like he's from Mondstadt. Bro.
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to
Damn.
get shoved butt first into a tree hollow.
You sure you can do it?
Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right, let's see what you've got. What's this? Eat dirt, suckers!
Oh. Damn.
Hey, he's trying to get away! You
Oh,
good?
no.
Let's chase him down!
No. I don't need any of that.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer.
Wow, you're a wimp.
Please, I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
Just because you don't have it? Bruh. You gotta be held accountable for your actions, dude.
Oh yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away.
Where?
You threw it away?
Why is such a beautiful music playing right now when we are interrogating this guy?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old rags.
That's what I was saying. Like, he had probably like a very expensive treasure in his hands that he didn't know the value of.
All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad, I just threw all of it away.
Is that really the truth? Okay then, where did you throw it away?
The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth. May all my worldly possessions be turned to ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
Okay then. Be very careful when you turn around next time. Because what if I'm behind you, huh? What if I have the fire? Go and never look back.
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Let's go back to where we were and see if we can find anything.
Right. Let's hope nobody gets to the book before we do. We'll never get it back then.
Meanwhile, in a hidden cave. Oh, hold on! No, you've got to be joking me.
Although the Turnfire is
God
a heroic
damn it!
symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy.
It's always this guy with his books. Oh, also, I just realized that that's the teacher. So he left Ahau to guard him, so he doesn't run away, but also to to lecture Ahau. Two birds with one stone. Incredible. God fucking... Of course he got the book. Of course. Who else would have the book if not him? The book seeker.
This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history.
This is so funny.
Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire was always lurking in the background.
Wow. each of the ancient name bearers. That low-key means that Kinich is probably gonna die. Not out of natural means, but something's gonna happen to him.
This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer, examining their actions, and eventually demanding payment in return. None can escape this payment, unless, perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life.
Is this why Kinich is so strict about the price? Like, what does a single mistake mean? What is a mistake? If he perceives a mistake as asking or receiving the wrong price, you know? That's why he also is weighing the circumstances and the choices, which choice is better than the other, you know? So as to not make any mistakes, quote unquote.
You Punky's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there for me to take.
I hate this guy. I hate him and I love him. Why? Why is this so fucking funny? Of course he would. Like, the moment they said, like, hopefully no one else snatched the book and that we're going into the cave, I'm like, okay. It all makes sense. It's too obvious. It's too obvious. I should have known it sooner.
Let me see. The author is Ponche. Nice. A gentleman and a scholar.
Jesus Christ.
Silence, book muncher. The great Kahulahow will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Does he find any joy in anything besides trying to finesse Kinich?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Or practically anyone at that point. Just finesse anyone.
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe
Interesting.
that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
Again, really interesting. Because I was also thinking, like, Ahau is trying to kill Kinich, and Kinich is destined to meet at quote-unquote grisly end. So, I don't know, maybe Ahau somehow... See what I did there? Unintentionally? Ahau somehow connected to his end. I wonder what he thinks of it. Ahau somehow. Jeez.
What? You're saying Kinich will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahulahow demands to know!
Damn.
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
I was about to say, just like, and look who's talking. Look who's saying this out. Enjou of all people. Actually, no, never mind. Enjou wouldn't hurt a fly. He's unable to.
insolence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahulahow is sheer vanity! And if that day ever comes, oh, your doom will soon follow.
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know, based on countless historical texts. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms, to heavenly thrones, to worlds beyond, there are no exceptions.
Someday we will all perish. Someday. Yes. Someday.
But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit. And you, great Kahulahow, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close.
Was that his intent? From the very beginning? He was more interested in Kahulahow than Kinich and Turnfire. Interesting. From a bygone age.
Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
And we cut away from that. That seems rather important and interesting. Okay. I
We're
really
so
like
sorry,
that.
Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Damn. I'm sorry for this guy. Enjou got it. He better, like, return it to him. Or else I'm not gonna forgive him.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact. Surely you remember the main points at least?
That's what I was saying in Moalani's quest. That was my point.
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times. But now...
I see. You mean you solved the Mountain King problem?
Well, not exactly. But I thought my research might at least be a starting point.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
In the ancient name. Alright.
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power. Symbolic power doesn't count.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
Okay. This quest is so interesting!
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in that stuff by your age.
I'm not talking about childhood superstitions here. There is evidence.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive. Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss.
Oh.
But there's more to it than that. The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life.
Oh.
If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
That is a fair point. We don't meet creatures affected by the Abyss that lived more, like, a very long time, like this big guy over here. I kind of didn't think of that. I kind of just accepted that as fact, but he is right. It's a rare case that might have something more to it than just the Abyss. Because otherwise, we would have far more cases like this.
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
Shh. I like the shh. But yeah, you are correct. It is similar to the curse. Wow. It's so interconnected.
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange.
Ah, as in... the ancient name-bearer gave up his life to preserve the life of his companion. Is that what I'm getting at?
It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now,
Whoa.
it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Oh, okay. Okay, I misunderstood it a bit. He's still talking about the ancient name. I was thinking like that the Pyro Archon, the Shibulanki, fell in the like was buried in the Night Kingdom.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Ponche, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Okay. This is cool.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up
he's here.
one fanciful theory to support another.
Kinich, what are you doing here?
He just has this cool phrase when entering the conversation. Of course he does.
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
You have no idea.
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, Ponche.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oh, he doesn't even need to hear it. Go off to the side and chat with Kinich.
Are you running away?
Here will do.
Have you found a way to summon a beastly rift?
Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow.
Oh.
If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
So you still want to go with that plan?
Sounds like you're not considering Ponche's
Yeah.
idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet.
I
We need
see.
a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Again, weighing the results, weighing the options. All that guy has is theories, nothing practical. No confirmation that will work at all. Even though it is like a better solution overall to this situation, but no idea if that actually works. And as I understand, Kinich cannot bring himself to make a mistake, quote unquote. So he's weighing the situation and which route is better to take, and he goes with the more stable one.
Yet. Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago.
Oh.
Burkina didn't fall to the abyss.
Whoa.
He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead
see.
pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King.
That's the pact. I see.
Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend.
Maybe both. Honestly.
Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me.
Also, I love the contrast in this shot. Just the orange in the background, and Kinich, all black and green. Like,
How can you drop these
Really
truth
cool.
bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker.
Yeah.
The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He
Okay.
is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery.
I was hoping that it wasn't the case. I was going under the assumption that he's in a deep slumber. That he's just trying to live, you know? Trying to stay alive. I really didn't want this to be the case. Poor fella.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home.
I mean, again, how can you ensure that in that new home he will not feel the same way and not even be more tormented by pain? So your goal hasn't changed.
It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue.
Again, I'm just worried that we might bring even more suffering to him by doing this.
Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Yeah, we will.
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow is still a free day. I think it's the last day before the ceremony. So we're gonna have a trial run and go into the abyss. Oh man. There he is. There's my
You're
boy.
here. Very punctual.
You're very welcome.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time?
Okay, first of all, love the snappy confidence in Paimon and Ether. Just just crossed arms back to back. You'll love to see it. Second of all, Kinich, if Ahau is here, where's Enjou?
Very well. The almighty dragon lord, Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet.
Kinich is so done with him. I still can't believe that they made him have an asshole. The eyebrows.
Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Yeah. What about the teacher, yeah?
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty dragon lord Kahula. No one!
How do you put up with his behavior? Timeout?
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Aww. Okay, this sentence says a lot, right? First of all, it compliments Paimon and how gentle she is and caring. Second of all, it means that he doesn't really understand the gentle nature, right? He didn't really have experience with it, so he's just kind of used to this, and that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad.
Is that a compliment?
It is.
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Again. How catching strays.
Kinich! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How!
Well, deal with
Oh,
it.
just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak
Damn.
havoc on your...
Ignored. Don't care, L plus ratio.
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once
He's
we've
still
opened
yapping.
the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
No. Nobody. I didn't see this coming. Nobody. Okay, okay. I actually just almost cried. Almost. This was... What a laugh I just had. Holy shit. I did not expect that.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
Don't gotta tell me twice. Look at them just copying each other. Not copying each other, but just having sharing the same brain cell.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as
Ooh.
bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy.
As bait. Uh-huh. I see. So I guessed correctly. We're gonna bait the Rift Hounds to come here.
The Rift Hounds will tear through space to get to this.
Yeah.
Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves.
How did you get your hands on this?
You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
So is this Enjou's doing? Holy hell. Damn. What is it sucking?
They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Yep. Okay.
I got him cornered!
I love the sound effect, dude. Oh my god. I just obliterated them.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
Oh my god. Honestly, this looks like a rift of the giant Rift Hound on Surimi Island. Oh!
You
Why,
see,
hello
Kinich?
there.
I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
Damn. Enjou, what the heck? Hello, my guy. What you doing? What you been up to?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship.
Damn.
I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use.
Damn. Really, Enjou? You made a deal with the great Kahula How. Really?
Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guy speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Love you too, Enjou.
Huh? Enjou?
You didn't even see me, Enjou. Come on, not even a hi.
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Oh, not even a hello, huh? Rude.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you.
Damn.
I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you.
Damn. Come here, Enjou. It's been a while.
But it looks like you've already met.
Yeah, we've met. I've beaten him up before.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta
Yeah.
say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently.
Yeah, me too.
Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Hey, the feeling is mutual, you know? I didn't receive the same treatment from you. Huh? And you expect me to reciprocate? If I'm gonna reciprocate, I'm gonna reciprocate the same way you did. Huh? How'd you like that?
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
Don't call me Yao Paimon. Okay. Maybe I was expecting something more, you know? Maybe. No, I'm not angry with you, Andrew. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed in you.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
The thing calling itself Sanka. You're so stupid. Okay, I love it so much that we actually get enjoying the main story. No, not in the main story, but in a voiced quest. Once again.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
So, what's your real name?
What does it matter? A name is a
Yeah.
superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
You mean the masochistic parts? Yeah, you're a masochist.
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
Damn, Paimon, you looking for a fight? That sounded so aggressive.
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But
Yeah,
my
you did.
one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
In a good way or in a bad way? Like, how much of strength are we talking about? Am I underestimating myself or overestimating myself? Like, also, you do say that you like me, but again, you can yap all you want, but it's the actions that count. You didn't even say hello. Then what are you doing here?
Wait, of course! You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity! Let Paimon guess, you've been provoking the Mountain King too!
Have you?
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes.
Well, as I understand, your low stakes aren't for my hello. I guess my stakes are too high for you.
I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events.
I guess
Just
so.
happens to be in the area.
Just happens to be around. He's just chilling. This is so stupid. In a good way. I guess that he is not connected to the king.
So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
So he struck a deal with you and with Ahau at the same time.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body.
So Ahau sold him out to you, while he sold you out to me.
That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How.
Why are you so interested in him? Actually, well, this is not even a question. He's interested in Kahula Hao because he's from an ancient era. He's like what's left from that ancient era. But what is that ancient era? Is he also one of the, like, from the era of when the sovereigns, like, were ruling the place? When they had their civilization? Is he from that civilization? It would make sense because their civilization is right under natlan.
But now I've run into you, which is just my luck.
Hey.
Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire. This is the price I have to pay.
You shouldn't be thankful.
Understand. What did I do wrong?
I've just been chilling. I haven't been doing anything wrong. I've just read some books. Hey, what you did wrong is that you didn't say hello to me. That's what you did wrong. That's how you invoked my wrath upon ye. You fucked up, Enjou. Sanka. Whoever you are. I don't give a damn anymore. I don't want to know your name. You don't have a name. You're nameless to me. You tricked Puni and Toba.
Wait, does that count? Let me think.
He's so stupid.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula Hao is a partner to no one.
Yeah. Because they made a deal. And this wasn't a part of the deal, so technically he doesn't... I'm assuming he doesn't, like... break any rules.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Damn.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even
Damn.
a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's
Damn.
croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
Damn, the shade on you, Enjou. What happened to you, my man?
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjou.
Yeah, Enjou, you kind of, yeah. You're kind of rusty.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
He has a point. Yeah, I also don't know what you expected from this, but... I never expected much from you, Enjou.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kinich, dispose of him. He is of no further use to us.
Okay, that was a good one, I'll give you that. The abysmal disorder.
Traveler?
With pleasure. Again, us just sharing a brain cell. Be my guest. The Abyss Order is a threat to us all. Especially you, Enjou, are a threat to my heart. What? Let him go, he'll never amount to much in the Abyss Order. Ooh, that's a burn. That's a burn.
You see, this is why I like you. Still, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm a lowly clerk.
Again, he's just asking for a beat up. He's just asking for it at this point. You really are a masochist.
I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone.
Yeah, you do that.
Do me a favor and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
He's so stupid, bro. You are so stupid.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
We were the ones who let him go. Like,
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy.
Damn.
Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
Just the shade on Enjou. This quest just brought Enjou down so much. Even he himself. Holy shit! He's a laughing stock, literally. He's nothing but a comedy show. Comedic relief.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kind of surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
Oh, I guess it's thanks to a How. And his ancient name as well.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best.
Fair enough.
Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Alright. Nice analogy. You know. Good thinking.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjou's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Yeah, he's just a silly little guy. That broke my heart.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Yeah, you are.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly.
Because you signed a contract.
You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a How watching me like a ravenous vulture?
A How just being close by. A How talking in your ear all the time. That's already punishment enough.
Vulture!
A price?
Vulture! We are the Dragon Supreme! Sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame!
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late.
Alright. Well, as long as we talk about it.
You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
Turnfire Night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Sheesh. I'm guessing something similar is gonna happen. That happened like those 500 years ago. That this guy, that Mountain King's companion did for him. Something similar is gonna happen here, but Kinich is not gonna die, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For all the work we've put in, it all comes down to tomorrow night. We have to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both.
Good luck to us both.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay. Big day ahead. Huh.
What happened to getting some rest?
Also, by the way, I didn't get the chance to throw a How in the rift, and we kind of did not test what we wanted to test, like me jumping inside, right? So we just kind of got to talk to Enjou, and that's kind of it. Isn't that what was the point of all that? I'm pretty curious about a How.
A How's piqued your interest, huh?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's true that he's a relic from an earlier Saurian age. But since we're bound to each other by contract, you can see him as my companion for now.
I mean, I already see him as that, but...
I know he can be awful, but don't worry. As
I wanna
long
know
as
more.
I'm still around, he can't do that much damage.
as long as you're around. So it's like he is his master, almost. And whatever he says goes. So if he says, oh, you can hurt them, he will. But if he doesn't say that, he cannot.
Mm-hmm. That's a key part of the contract. A How has to obey my orders and lend me his power for as long as I live.
Hmm.
And after I die, a How gets control of my body. That's the price.
I assumed as much, yep.
Crazy, isn't it? That was probably the first time I really appreciated what it meant to pay a price. Then once I signed the contract, I received the ancient name Malipo.
Wow. Right after.
But that's a whole other story. We can get into it another time if you're interested.
So it's the time when you gained your ancient name. I do wonder when you awakened it. Because it's already awakened. We know that. As well as Shilonen's and Ianson's. Are we gonna touch upon that?
What happened to getting some rest?
I'm still a little anxious about Enjou.
You're cautious, like me. I get it. But don't worry, like I said, I investigated, and I'm confident he has nothing to do with the Mountain King situation. Before he got tangled up with us, he was looking into the Mare Javari. That's another major part of Natlan's history.
Natlan's history. Mare Javari. He says Natlan's history. Is that still around? It should be, right? It should be. Because Stanley is from this era. And he was in Mare Javari. It's still around. It's still in Natlan. It has to be.
Our ancestor, Burkina, once fought a campaign there alongside the 5 other heroes.
Whoa.
But it's not such an easy place to get to these days.
Why? What is this place? There's no wind blowing. What is it?
That's about all I know, though. I have yet to take a job that involves the Mare Javari.
Oh, I would... We will definitely go to Mare Javari. I don't know when, but we will. And I'm so excited about that. They finally dropped Mare Javari. It's finally here. It's finally time. The name drop is here. Once again. I cannot wait. So it's next day, I believe. All right. Well, it's time for the finale. It's been such a blast going through all of this. Crazy.
At long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you.
Well, I didn't get to, have the book back for the guy. Sadly. Poor man.
Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
I love this song.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
Alright. The party cannot be changed. Okay, ritual. Please choose the suitable party in advance. Okay. Let
Of course,
me give it
there's
time to prepare. Kinich. We're gonna play with Kinich. And we're gonna play a Burgeon team, so...
I guess the housework can wait.
The housework will wait. Don't worry. I don't know actually if Yelan works with him, so I'll take Kokumi
Take
instead
heart. Victory will be ours.
for the heals. All right, let's do this.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's head off.
Off we go!
Off we go. Here we are.
Here we are.
Okay.
Our honored guests have arrived.
Ooh. Hi, Waina.
I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
I'll take you up on that offer.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Well, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course, but every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief, but it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
It's not because they are were dying again, right? There's no clarity in that. It's because people are just afraid, right?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
Yeah, okay.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon.
Good evening, Kinich. Glad that you're here.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Very punctual indeed.
Chief Waina, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
I think so.
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them?
Okay, Paimon.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
I'll give you that one. Oh, where's your bat hole, huh? Oh, it's on the other side. Yeah, okay.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet.
Damn.
See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire,
Ooh.
go light each one up in turn.
I see.
Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
Light, okay. Alright. The braziers.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over.
Okay. But there's no burning alive process in this, right?
I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Got it. Alright. A spiral. It resembles the signs on of the canopy. Totem.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once
Really?
you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift.
I see.
You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Let's do this.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Well then, shall we begin?
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Alright. Let's get this bread, guys. Hey, Huni.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today!
They made a mistake. Mr. Nickname. Okay. Yeah. It's fine. They made us like a spelling mistake or whatever. It's kind of funny and uncanny. Nickname.
You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
We'll try our best, Huni. Hi, Toba.
Mr. Traveler, you're finally here! I even dragged my uncle out to watch the ceremony.
Hi, Uncle. Yeah, I'm so sorry for the book.
Although I'd hoped for the Malipo name-bearer to perform this ceremony, that was never anything to do with you, so please don't take it personally. I got thinking last night, and
It's
I
all right.
realized if the lesson of Malipo is to look forwards, then I should accept that my book is gone and start anew.
Fair enough.
Besides, I'll have even more to write about this time, given this will be our first Turnfire ceremony featuring a flame bearer from another land. I'll be taking detailed notes.
Good luck, Mr.
All right.
Traveler. You got this.
Thank you, Toba. I've got your blessing. Now I will be fine. Alright, why not? Let's do this.
How are you doing? Is all in order?
Yeah, we were ready to go.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about. By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Time for Olympics, guys.
My
It's
brothers
finally
and
time.
sisters, the time has come
Ooh.
to light the fire once again, and let the
Drums.
Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
Woohoo! The soundtrack, dude! Hell yeah. There it is. Oh my god. Holy hell! The vocals! Go to the altar to obtain kindling of the sacred flame. This is so cool and epic. Dala 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 Once you obtain the flame, draw close to the brazier to ignite it. The ritual has a specific order to it. Pass the sacred flame according to the fixed order or fail. Head straight toward the ritual's end. Turning back now will spell naught but failure.
Go get the sacred flame.
This is so sick. Let's go.
Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up.
Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't turn.
That's it. Just one more to go.
Don't turn. Don't turn.
Come on.
Don't-
one
don't
last
turn.
push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around. This is so sick. Especially with this soundtrack. This is incredible. This is a very amazing OST. It's time. Dala
Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave.
No, goddammit. I feel the landing.
Almost there. The cave is just up ahead.
Oh my god. Oh. The music is off.
The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first.
Oh my god. Now I understand why we have these things here. I love this so much. Come on. This is so cool. Oh man. Yikes. Oh no, I turned back. I'm going back. No. Shame on me. There we go. Oh.
There's the altar of the Sacred Flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Alright. There he is, there's the sleeping boy. When did they build that? Oh man. Oh my god. It's time. We got this.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar!
Hell yeah. Aw, she's so worried.
That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
Oh. Look at him. He does look way more contaminated now.
That's him. Kangamato,
My god.
king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Paimon can tell. He's huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
Should we pretend to purify the king?
You've made it at last.
Oh,
You did even better than I expected.
Traveler,
appreciate it.
now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the Sacred Flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Okay.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Abyssal Rift.
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Wyna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
Gonna deal with the Rift
What do you
Hounds.
think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
This is not what's gonna happen.
Foolish
Relax.
Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Wyna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
This guy's pissed.
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination.
Hey, this is Kinich's idea. I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time!
And so what? Okay. Fuck her.
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
His brain is destroyed.
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad! What are you doing?
Oh god. Look at the big boy.
No! The Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone, out! Now!
You stay. I love I love that sound. Oh my god.
Oh, it seems there is only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
Jesus Christ. You're fucking crazy. Behind you, King. Behind you. Look behind you, please.
Take me, oh Mountain King. Take me as your next sacrifice.
Holy shit. You have a kid, dude. You're insane. Did he die?
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand.
No, come on. Ow. Oh my god.
Time to go.
What's he spitting out? We can use those against him.
Hold on.
Hold the line! Billowing surge!
Let's move out.
My god, stop it.
Don't get too close. Here's backup.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Fire it up.
Rest and rebuild!
Target acquired.
Extract!
Don't get too close. Supporting fire.
Hold the line!
Bow before your king!
Russian flow!
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god. Oh, cutscene.
What do
Cool.
we do? We can't open the rift!
Uh-huh. You can hear the voice. Oh my god.
Kill me!
Oh my god.
Whites at launch! Shame!
That's the guy. The ancient name
Past
bearer.
fuel and
No?
present flame. Life marches ever on.
There it is.
Burkina, I must
No,
atone.
that is just his voice. Okay. A memory.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds.
Oh my god, look at that!
If one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Wow.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Wow.
Heir to the Turnfire, please
Wow.
use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on till the abyss is stamped out.
Holy shit. Whoa. Okay, this cutscene was beautiful. I couldn't understand what was happening. But oh my god. He wanted to end his own life because of all the guilt that he felt and the suffering that he had to endure this whole time. He's had enough. But then Kenichi's ancient name resonated with him once more and reminded him of his companion from the past. Wow. Reminded him of their exchange.
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to investigating, 10% to making a final decision, and the remainder for execution.
Yeah. They, as I understand it, they had an agreement 500 years ago or so that he was the one that gets to live, but the price that he had to pay was to live with guilt. And it's not like it was a formal agreement, right? That they said this to each other and formed a contract or whatever. It's how Kinich understands that situation and how he can perceive it. That's the way he perceives every situation. It's through the price. And that is the price he had, that king had to pay for living.
Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders how things are doing now. Let's go ask the chief.
And yes, so the uncle's theories were correct. That Turnfire was able to rescue him. That was honestly, that was such a beautiful scene with the fire behind them. I wanted to say so much, but I was speechless. Like, I couldn't say anything. That was incredible. I want to rewatch that. That was...
Traveler.
Wow.
You've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you.
What's up?
Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Okay. Crazy ass. Holy shit. Can we even have him stay with the kids anymore? With this guy?
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your such a risk taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the Scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown.
Is Kinich okay?
He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened.
You can say that again.
After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell has formed around the Mountain King's body.
Whoa.
We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power.
Really?
It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him.
So he is in a phase of status, where he also gets to live, keep living.
I've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely an ancient name's doing.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's
Although,
a good thing, right?
it could be both, you know? An ancient name and the sacred flame as well. Because the sacred flame does repent the abyss. And the ancient flame was, like, surrounding them at that time. So it's kind of like combined efforts.
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
So, it was kind of thanks to that guy that the fire spread and was able to affect the Mountain King. Wow.
Wow. That's amazing!
Was it really just the power of the sacred flame? Of course not, it was an ancient name as well. But
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history.
yeah, that's for sure.
Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire.
Really?
And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, so that was the real Turnfire?
Huh.
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
And since he awakened his ancient name, that means he has the memories of the previous wielders.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
He should know more. He definitely should. Oh, wait. Actually, no, it's okay. He's right here.
Hey, Kinich!
What's up?
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
Hey yourselves. I've never heard someone answer that way.
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry, I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or was that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahau die of laughter?
Damn.
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not.
You
My
stupid.
focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost.
Fascinating. So it's not like he wasn't expecting that. It's like, okay, I want to do this. If I die, okay, oh well. If I don't, oh well, cool. No matter what it cost. No matter what it would cost.
But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
I didn't think, to be fair.
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, climb on that you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Yeah.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
Fair.
The Mountain King? Then, what price did he pay?
Having to live?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
That's what I thought too. To keep on living.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory.
Great.
But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with.
That's how they explain him being still a world boss. This is nice. You said health-wise. Is something else bothering you?
Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
That was so strange. I did not expect him to talk. Like, when he talked, I thought that it was... At first, it sounded similar to that guy that chose to sacrifice himself. I thought it was his voice, coming from the Mountain King. But then I thought, no, that doesn't make sense. Is it the ancient name-bearer that gave up his life? Because that's what we heard from the others. Like, that he gave up his life in order for him to live. For the Mountain King to live. So I thought maybe that part of his life that lives inside the Mountain King. And that was the thing that talked. But no, it was the Mountain King himself that was talking. I couldn't tell. So I just went with one of the options and I was wrong. Still, like, I did not expect for him to talk. Because Saurians usually don't know the human language. Oh man. It was so sad, beautiful, and inspiring at the same time. That cutscene was sort of short, but it just had so many emotions that flew in the unison in that short amount of time that I didn't even process them all fast enough. Only at the end was I like, whoa. You know? Did it like hit properly? Because during all that I was stun locked and like couldn't convey what I wanted to say properly. I couldn't keep up.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home.
I love that saying. The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss. But time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
I can imagine, like... Well, it spent most of its time in hibernation, but still... Like, it's the same thing with Hilichurls and Dane and stuff, like, having to live for so long. You just lost your mind at that point.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Damn. Last burst of brain activity.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now, and is focusing on moving forward. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's too busy thinking about the future.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that, Paimon. When in actuality, he's probably just... He embraced his future. He accepted that he has to keep on living, and even though he doesn't really have a purpose now, he gave some sort of purpose to himself. Like, okay, the only thing I can do now is be like a training dummy. So, do it at least that, so I can do at least something helpful in my life and not just exist.
Well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one.
Nah, you already gave me that gift.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjou for us, remember?
You paid the price.
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
Okay. Well, you can treat me to some dinner at some point, you know? Then you're gonna pay your price.
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't know us anything.
I'm sorry, Paimon cooked his ass. It's not your fault he's useless. You're a savage, Paimon.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free.
I mean, you can reciprocate with the price of your friendship to us. That's how it works.
So promise me, if you need anything in the future, you'll come to me.
With pleasure. And same goes to you too.
For you, I'll do anything.
What? Thanks, man. I'll do anything for you as well. I'm touched. I'm touched. No price to be paid for free. Aww. Look at us. That was such an awesome quest, wasn't it? Oh. Is there more? Enjou?
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending.
Again, he sneezed because we spoke about him. And he came to the kids because Paimon, or we told him that the only thing that he did wrong is he lied to these kids. He's now back to them. He's hilarious. Hold on.
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family have to suffer?
Oh, Huni. I'm so sorry.
Huni, it'll be okay. Your dad will get better soon.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Yeah, it was all his fault. You're right. I would not dare, like, talk about what happened in there to this sweet little child. Like, she doesn't need to know.
Huh?
No, Toba.
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story.
Oh?
Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you. All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Again with this?
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping?
Wait, so he was serious?
It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Okay. I wonder who he's talking about. And also, why are you next to the mural, sir? That's concerning.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. In the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away as a gift. Oh, it was so humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on.
Yeah, uh-huh. You probably loved every minute of it.
Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position.
Yeah.
But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Reunite? What do you mean by that?
Is that it?
They're calling you lame. But honestly, by a reunite with a friend, did you mean me, or did you reunite with someone after escaping?
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Damn.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too.
Wait, are you talking about the Saurian? Did you save the Saurian?
She's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Again?
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again.
He actually saved the mother. What? Enjou saved the Saurian from Abyss. Because he befriended. I am positively surprised. No! This is a toxic relationship. Do not think good of him. He's a stupid, bad man. You do not. He's not worth your attention. He's not worth your love. He does not reciprocate it. You stupid. Look what he did. Freaking Enjou. That's how the quest ends, and we get that boss mat again, as I expected. Oh man. So I'm guessing that every single character that has an awakened ancient name is going to have a tribal quest. Each tribal quest will be about the character with an awakened ancient name. And so every single awakened ancient name bear will provide us with this thing. Which I don't know what it is, but oh well. Man, this was an amazing quest, honestly. Like, probably my favorite one. Straight up. It was incredible. Wow. I had so much laugh. Like, it had Enjou. We learned a bit about Kinich and his contract with Ahau. About the world boss. The history of the tribe. About lore. It didn't make me cry or anything, but it was beautiful as hell, especially when it comes to the cutscene. And the moment, like, of the ceremony. Ugh. Hell yeah. I'm still gonna have to think about that, because for now it's a recency bias thing. But I'd say it's definitely, like, in my... at least top 10. Potentially top 5. Potentially even top 3. I'll have to think about it, but it was definitely an experience, and I'm so glad I watched it. Holy hell. Incredible. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one with some exploration until we're gonna get 5.1 stuff. Which I still don't know what we're gonna get, so... when the version 5.1 comes out, I'm gonna go into it blind. Not knowing much. Not knowing practically anything. Only that... I don't even know the banners! Who's gonna be on the banner next? Is Sean gonna be on the first or on the second banner? Well, we'll see. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Cool.